This question is, where do you see CrossFit going in the next 3 to 5 years? And I've been asked this a few times, and I don't really know. I, I think there's two parts to this question. It's like, where do you see CrossFit, the sport, going, and the CrossFit Games, and where do you see CrossFit as a program going? I see the sport maybe changing a bit, maybe gaining maybe a little less attention or maybe more attention. I don't know what route that will take. I have no idea. However, as far as the program goes, I don't think the program and the methodology and the great gyms, I don't think they're going to change. I think they're going to be right where they are. I do, however, really, really want to see, and this is more of a want than necessarily, think it's heading this way. I want to see affiliates recognize what they offer. I want to see good, solid affiliates truly grasp an understanding of what they provide for the larger community in the world. And I think that it's starting to be realized by a few people, but not on the large enough whole. And I think that if you step back and you look, and I think people will start to see this, when it comes to life and when it comes to making positive changes, there are certain barriers in the way for people making dietary changes, lifestyle changes, relationship changes, self-awareness changes, whatever it may be. There's a lot of stuff that's in the way of us improving. Most of our lives, we build a certain frame of mind, and unless we have some like momentous event happen, this paradigm shift is very, very hard. But CrossFit affiliates on the whole are one of the most powerful vessels for change that I have ever seen. And when you look at them and you look at the microcosms that exist within these affiliates, they're spectacular. Because the affiliates that are doing it right, the affiliates that are investing in their people and building these communities and bringing in nutrition sources and talking to their members about it and doing challenges and creating and doing solid programming that's geared towards longevity and really investing in their people, they create this perfect storm of the things that lower barriers for people to make life changes. And it's like, it's not just one thing, it's many, many things. You think about the ability that of an affiliate to bring in multiple people all doing the same thing, which then basically lowers your social threshold. It makes it so you are more inclined to try something you previously wouldn't. Think about, how many of you who started at affiliates who never thought you would change the way you ate or had no idea how to eat, and then when you see everyone around you, choosing higher quality foods, you're like, that's not that far of a jump, I'll give it a shot. Or the type of people who have never trained in their entire lives, but as soon as when CrossFit was early, early on, it had these early adopters, these people who were like, it was the counterculture and it was anti-establishment and blah, blah, blah. So people chased it and they wanted to be a part of this counterculture. But as CrossFit went on, it just got swelled and massed so much that now we have these people who previously never would have looked at something like CrossFit jumping in because their mom, their sister, their wife, their husband, their grandma are all doing it. And that type of momentum, that type of popularity is huge. Because once they're in the facility, once those thresholds have been lowered and they're in the facility, so many of the exact same things happen on smaller levels. They make better dietary choices. They make better lifestyle choices. They start to reflect upon themselves and see what they're able to do, both physically and psychologically, how strong they've become by exposing themselves to intense workouts and eating better and realizing that there's a lot of misinformation out there. And the basic thing that I'm saying is that I want CrossFit affiliates to truly understand what they represent in this push forward. And I think in the next 3 to 5 years, you'll start to see that. These people who didn't look at their affiliate as a way to make a quick buck. Yeah, they wanted to earn a living, but they didn't see it as necessarily just this monetary money-making machine, but they saw it as like a vessel for change. I really, really think it's such a unique and powerful system that we've kind of created That's my vision for 3 to 5 years from now. More and more affiliates will realize the true power that they have, and they'll use that for good. And they'll use that for influencing the local communities, starting up kids programs that access the local homeschool sectors and bring in homeschoolers so that they all have a social place for 1 hour a day. Like, the reaches can be absolutely amazing. And that's my vision for the next 3 to 5 years. CrossFit affiliates really realizing what they can do and doing it to the best of their abilities.